Welcome into Falcon Fever. I'm Dorothy Sherman. Rita Wright will join us later on from the sports room. And as always, we are your #1 pick when it comes to the latest in Montevallo sports coverage. So they say ladies first. Let's tip off this week with women's basketball. The ladies went head-to-head with UNC Pembroke last Friday. The matchup was a battle of the lead as the two teams switched 6 times during the game. Alicia Lewis was on fire as she hit 6 3-pointers in the game and totaled an amazing 20 points. She makes it look so incredibly easy. Carrie Parrott and Shan Jones also led the team, racking up 9 points apiece. But it wasn't enough as the ladies fell short 63-59. Sunday, the ladies laced up again as they faced number 17, Francis Marion. Carrie Parrott on this one again, as she's crowned the top scorer for the team with a total of 19 points. Miami native Alex Sanabria also brings in points, scoring 10 total. The ladies couldn't quite hold on to the 17th ranked Francis Marion, ending out 91-68. The ladies will hit the court February 6th as they play Georgia Southwestern at home, then February 11th as they play USC Aiken on the road. Now let's move on to men's basketball. They faced UNC Pembroke on Friday and had an explosive second half. The Falcons were not able to keep the lead in the first half, 27-24, but it was the second half that got the Falcons back on track to win the game. It was a game for our big boys as Gerald January and Cecil Coleman totaled together an outstanding 39 of the 75 points for the game. January's perfect 7 for 7 from the floor helped win the game 75-57. Sunday, our guys faced Francis Marion. Gerald January led the team once again, scoring 20 points throughout the game. The lead went back and forth for both teams, but the Falcons couldn't keep the lead as Francis Marion held on to the win 75-67. The men's basketball team continues to play Georgia Southwestern on February 6th and USC Aiken on the road. Now let's take a short break, but when we come back, Rita will talk with us on the latest on other Falcon sports, so stick around.
The reason I like the mascot department at the University of Montevallo is it provides the opportunities to better yourself in the department.
Welcome back to the second half of Falcon Fever. I'm Rita Wright, coming to you from the sports room. The baseball team opened up the season with a big 8-3 win against Stillman College on Monday. The Falcons' strong defense was a major factor in the game. Senior Heath Capscotch pitched 5 hitless innings and struck out 4 to pick up the W. Freshman Austin Dubberly was a star on the offense, picking up 5 RBIs. Dubberly also hit a pair of doubles and a triple. Down 4-0, the Stillman Tigers finally got a first run and hit of the game in the 7th inning, cutting Montevallo's lead to 3. The Falcons responded with 4 runs in the 8th, extending their lead further, 8-1. The Tigers managed 2 more runs in the 9th, but that wasn't enough as the Falcons won 8-3. Tuesday night, the team suffered their first home field heartbreaker against the University of West Florida. The Falcons went scoreless until the 5th, but it wouldn't suffice as West Florida was still up by 7. The final score, 12-2. The Falcons have 2 more chances to redeem themselves against West Florida. Wednesday, the Falcons step up to the plate against the Argos in 2 games at 1 and 4. Tune into Falcon Fever next week for stats from those games. The women's tennis team puts the season into drive with 2 exhibition games this weekend. The Lady Falcons will stick around to play Central Alabama Community College on February 5th at 2. They'll go racket to racket against Francis Marion on Saturday, also at 2 o'clock. Tune in next week for highlights from this weekend's exhibition games and for other dates of upcoming matches. This week's Falcon Fever Player of the Week, to no one's surprise, wears number 33 for the men's basketball team, Gerald January. Montevallo's senior forward is a beast on the court, scoring 40 points in 2 games over the weekend. We were able to catch up with January after the game on the 29th. He's pumped about his team's performance.
Tonight was a great game. They was a very classy team. They played hard, and we just came together and came up with a victory. So it was a pretty good game. We got to stay together, stay focused, and play together as a team. We've been losing focus and not playing together as of recently. But as long as we stay together, stay focused, we'll be able to get the victory.
January averaged 20 points and 9.5 rebounds for both games. He was named PBC Player of this week, receiving that title for the 2nd time in only a few weeks. This is a huge honor not only for January, but for the whole team. And that's why Gerald January is our Falcon Fever Player of the Week. If you have any pictures of Montevallo Sports on the road, please send them to masscom00@gmail.com. To watch a replay of today's show or any other show of the past week, visit our website at montevallo.edu/MC or just look us up on YouTube by searching Falcon Fever. That's all we have for you this week. That was Dorothy Sherman, and I'm Rita Wright. Keep your eye on the ball till we see you next week.
Falcon Fever on 3. 1, 2, 3. Falcon Fever! Oh, that's horrible.